Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dorks Daily. The sword is here. Dorks Daily. Here it is. Here it comes. Coming right at you.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. We're in the dark.
Why don't you turn the light on there?
We just got done. I don't know.
Okay, you don't have to.
Just be in the dark.
We're still
Guys,
dark here.
it's getting dark so early we can't even deal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're at the shop still.
Still at the shop.
Just got done. So, yeah. What's today? Is today Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday. We are back to work. Craziness.
Tuesday's back to work day.
Yes.
That's our first day back in the barbershop. After Saturday, we did work Saturday. Which, guys, by the way, it was a blessing. That was a blessing. That's how my mom would talk. It's awesome that we did work Saturday because Saturday, the first day back after cruise, I don't care if it's a 4-night cruise, I'm like just not there.
You're off.
Yeah, but I was not off today. I was fine.
No, we were good
First
today.
haircut, I was good.
So I'm actually glad that we came in Saturday, even though I hated it when it was going on.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we did it.
I am too.
Yes.
I am
Definitely.
too. Yeah, we need to come in like right away. I try to get right back to work. If I can, I think I'm gonna start doing on these 7 nights, like book some cuts, even if it's like a.
Now, our next one's a week, so
when do we get off?
you might have to come in on a Monday, but I don't know if anybody. We'll see. We'll try it.
It's a week, like so. We go on
I think
Tuesday.
it's Sunday to Sunday.
Sunday to
I
Sunday.
think.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know.
It would be probably a good idea if I came in and worked a few haircuts Monday.
Maybe.
Seriously.
Even like if it's like 4.
Or even if you book someone Saturday, football Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, guys.
Is the season gonna be over? Can you at least give me that?
I don't know. I don't know when the latest game is.
Okay. So it's that close. That's what you're saying.
Well, anyway, guys.
There's like 5 games left.
Oh, well then it's probably over. It might be that interim between the season and the playoffs. I don't know. Anyway, guys, hope you're having a good start to your week. We are.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you, Jason. Jason bought me in some of this.
Jason's the man. Him and his son, Judah.
Fabulous.
Judah's playing flag football. This kid's going to be a star,
I
an
love
athlete.
St. Barnabas? How do you say this?
Barnabas? Wait. Bernardus?
Bernardus. I don't know. Christmas ale. I love all the Christmas ales, guys. Love them. They're so good. And when you see them, you have to buy them right away or they're like gone.
Yeah.
It's really
he's
nice.
a beer connoisseur, like whiskey. He knows all his liquors. These people today, like these younger guys, like that are like under 45, I want to say, like around there, they just seem to have a very good knowledge of alcohol.
Yeah,
like,
they're very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
We were just so like bush league.
I'm so clueless.
Yeah.
I know beer, like as far as like,
Not
I know
really,
German
though.
beer. A lot of people down here don't know German beer.
No?
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
Okay.
Because they don't really have that Oktoberfest because it's warmer.
Yeah.
Nobody's drinking that beer in the heat. I mean, I would because it's the time of year, but this is the time of year probably down here you would drink that beer.
Yes, probably. But guys, what's going on? Okay, listen, there's all kinds of stuff going on today. Let's talk about this fire.
What happened
This
with a
fire
fire?
on the MSC Seashore, guys. It was on the first night out of their cruise, leaving out of Port Canaveral, so leaving out of here. There was a fire in like the, what is it? An electrical fire in the emergency generator room on deck 18.
Wow. How bad was it?
They said people smelled smoke and they closed some dining down and the elevators for like, I don't know how long, but for a minute that they like said it. So people noticed it.
That's crazy.
But they got the fire controlled right away and nobody was injured. So no harm, no foul, but still like, why is something lighting on fire? On
Yeah,
the
I don't
ship?
really get it.
It's not like a passenger caused the fire.
I mean, it's
something on the ship ignited, which is kind of scary.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
I mean, if it was in one of them control rooms, who knows how it was started? It could have been anything weird.
Know.
My thing is, there's not a lot of fires. There's been like 2 in the last 5 years that we know of. I mean, there's probably been more, but we know of 3 maybe.
No, but that was on the MSC Seashore. It was right out of Port Canaveral. So,
Wow.
yes, so that happened. But everybody's fine and they went on as normal. They actually did the repairs while they were in Coco Cay.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we got that crazy story tonight.
Yes.
How are we going to word it? How are we going to word it?
Let's talk about that right now because it's
Can
MSC.
we talk about it?
Listen, this
like
is
that?
MSC, guys.
MSC it happened on?
Yes, MSC Seaside, the ship that we had issues on.
Security. We knew they had a security. He tried to threaten me to delete videos, and you're telling me this guy don't even know how to stop a problem?
Guys, apparently, it It was a comedy night. The comedian was performing, and these people came in late.
Yeah. It was 4. It was 2 guys, 2 girls.
I don't know if it was 2. I don't know the guy count. I just know the 2 women were the cause of this drama.
What did they
okay?
do? What did they do?
I don't even know if I can say it. Can I repeat it?
You gotta repeat it like right.
Gingerly.
Gingerly, yes.
Okay.
And not ginger, like ginger.
What
like
do you mean, gingerly?
Not like a ginger
All right,
hair.
guys, listen.
Don't insult people's hair color.
What do you mean? My father has red hair.
I know.
That's a term of expression.
Your brother does
Gingerly
too,
means
kinda, right?
carefully.
I'm joking. Go. Ginger.
Anyway,
When I hear ginger, I think of one thing, and that is a redhead.
now listen, guys. The Ship Life posted this, so you can go to his channel and look at the actual video footage.
He's got video?
It's not of the whole thing. It was just video of some of it.
The Ship Life's the breakdancer.
Yes.
Yo, he's got some
Okay.
good. I've been liking the content
So
there.
he has some video.
Fired up.
So if you want to look at some video of this aftermath, kind of,
Yeah.
you can see some of the drama there.
Okay.
But guys, listen, this is a statement of somebody that was there, all right? 2 females, okay? Apparently they came in late. This show already started. There was nowhere to sit. It was packed. So they decided to sit on the steps, all right? While sitting on these steps, they began fooling around.
Fooling around?
Okay, adult
like my mom and
style.
dad used to?
Adult style, yes.
What?
Okay, yes.
How would they do that? During the
Shirts were
show?
being lifted up. There was
So it was a show. Party.
some kind of
party
like
show.
ring situation, fondling.
Nipple rings?
Yeah.
Can you say nipple ring?
I don't know. They were also doing other things. Okay?
Like what?
Other things down under.
What?
Okay?
Poking and prodding?
I think so.
What?
All right. There was an older gentleman there in the aisle, like right at the aisle that was, because they were on the steps, so he was
Yeah.
right where they were
He
doing
wasn't
this.
enjoying the show?
He got up and he went and told security.
Party pooper.
Security did not care.
Are you sure
This
he told
is what
security
is
what he
being
was
said.
seeing?
Yes, and they didn't do anything. Security didn't do anything, okay?
I've been picturing celebrity, now I'm picturing MSC, and I'm like, that's a weird theater for that to happen, and there's no room for that.
Yeah, so, well, they were just on the steps.
I know, I get it, but I'm
Okay,
just saying, that must have
so
been weird, man.
An elderly man went and told security. They apparently did nothing, so he wanted to take matters in his own hands.
I'm gonna put a stop to this right now.
And he said-
There's cunnilingus going on the floor. On the steps.
He said to them, okay, can't you, like, get a room?
Hey, get a
Go
room.
back to your room with that or something?
Get a room, you two.
Something
Stop
to that
putting on.
effect.
Everybody's looking at you and they're not looking at the show. There's a dinosaur chasing Peter Pan.
All right.
By the way, that's the shows on MSC, so if you want to have
It was
a
a
good time.
comedy show
Whatever.
that this was happening
Okay.
during. Okay,
Yeah.
a man was just up there
He
telling
didn't
jokes.
say, he didn't want to tell any jokes about it?
Well, I guess he didn't see it.
He didn't.
So here's what happened, okay? So anyway, after the man said something to them, like they should stop doing this or whatever because security didn't care, things got chaotic, they all started yelling loudly, and then they began punching this older man in the face
They gave him a beating?
several times.
What?
Yes.
Did anyone help?
Okay.
Like, anyone stop this?
Afterwards, she was being interviewed by security, and apparently she said that the girl just kissed her and that this man was upset and couldn't handle it. But other people were watching. This is from somebody else that was
trying
watching.
to say that he
Yes.
was, like, homophobic?
Exactly. And other people
Why?
that were watching said that that was not what happened at all. Woman, her name is Crystal Scott, okay? She is the daughter of the man that was punched, okay? The older
We
man.
know her whole name.
Okay, it says it on here, so it's not like it's not hidden.
Sorry,
okay?
Crystal.
So, anyway, she said that they were all drunk, and she also said they were vaping.
Like, what were they vaping?
I don't
Cigarette,
know. It doesn't matter. You're
tobacco,
just
or
not allowed
weed?
to do that in a theater on a
Oh,
step. Anyway,
I mean, come
and
on.
they were doing other things on the steps. I'm not going to repeat.
Stuff
I already
was
said
wild.
enough. Okay, I'll put this. You can go to the Ship Life channel and look at the whole thing. Anyway,
I gotta get home for this.
wait. So yeah, so the daughter confirmed it, and another bystander also confirmed it.
Did anyone else see
Afterwards,
this?
The main culprit. Okay, I guess there was there was two women, but I guess one of them was more boisterous than the other.
Yeah.
About this, and he said that they made her stay in her room for the duration of the cruise. She was not allowed to leave her room. She got sent to her room. Okay.
That's not the bed.
And the authorities are going to be meeting up with the ship in Miami because charges are being pressed.
Is there any video?
Yeah.
They have video of the actual incident?
There's video of it on the Ship Life channel. So if I can, I'll put the link in the description. But if not, just go to the Ship Life. Just look for, on his channel, look for the incident. It just happened. He just put it on today. So, yeah.
I love how they went with, he couldn't handle seeing two women making out on the steps.
They said that that's not what happened, and it was a lot more graphic than that. And obviously he's an older gentleman, just saying things. He didn't physically do anything. They are the ones that got physical, so they are in the wrong.
Man, it must have been some drunk.
And yeah, charges are going to be pressed. The authorities, like I said, are meeting up with them in Miami. They are not allowed to leave their staterooms. So yeah, could you imagine? Could you imagine, like, now if I was on a ship where something like that was happening, I'd probably honestly just try to get it on video.
I would.
But anyway, other than that, even if I was like bothered or offended, I would just leave the theater, or like I would never say anything. Now look, it's not his fault that he said something, but if security didn't care, I wouldn't get myself involved. You never know. People are drunk. You can have an altercation with people.
Especially if they're your daughter. Like, I wouldn't want any kind of fight happening. If I'm old and I got my daughter there, I would avoid all fighting completely because God forbid something happened bad for my kid.
It's just like, the whole thing's kind of a bad situation on both parts. Like, this man, he shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have said anything just for his own safety. I feel like
there should have been something there to stop
his daughter should have said, "Dad, let's just leave."
Yeah.
That's what I would have done. Because my dad
upset.
is very offended easily.
Oh my God,
so I just would have been like, "Come on, Dad, let's go." And I just would have left with my dad. I never would have, like, not that it's your fault either, but I'm just saying.
I think your dad would, if he saw like some like a husband and wife pet kiss, he would be like, "No, I don't get a room."
You never know who's on the other side of what is bothering you, and you never know how they're going to react. So why get yourself hurt?
I would actually look deeper into this here, and anyone that would do the actions that they were doing, I would be afraid that I would get stabbed, because no one ever, if it's really happened the way you told me earlier, and you know, I am like beyond like blown away. And I'm telling you guys, MSC is doing it too. They're giving away some really, really cheap cruises. So you know, you gotta go.
I know, but I don't care how cheap it is. There's no excuse to do anything like that in public. Like, you have a room. Like, you have a room, number one. You shouldn't be doing that in public. I don't care who you are. I don't care who with who. I don't care. And you should never, ever assault anyone, let alone an older person.
But I mean, like, I can understand if a younger dude said something to you and you, like, were fighting with him, but, like, an old man, I would just be like, oh, you know. I'm trying to figure out, like, the real logic here. Like,
it's called overly drunk and obviously classless, so they have no wherewithal that they shouldn't act like this in public. Like, come on. You don't act like that in public. I don't care.
That's wild.
It's like...
You know, I actually wouldn't have thought, I did not know it was on MSC, and I'll tell you what, I thought you were going to say Royal or Carnival, but the reason why I didn't think MSC, I really felt that MSC would have had a good security team. That's kind of disappointing.
And you should see, when you'll see the video, you don't even see any security, it's over.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and they, like, escorted them all out, but, like, I don't know. The fact that he said something to them first, they should have came right in, first of all, and told them to get off the steps.
Yeah.
It's a fire hazard. If you need, like, technically, I'm serious.
Hey, by the way, you guys are causing a lot of friction down there. It's a fire hazard.
No, it's a fire hazard for people to be on the steps.
You shouldn't be on the steps. I don't know what you're doing over there on the steps, but whatever you're doing over there on the steps, it could be a fire hazard.
No, forget what you're doing. I don't care if you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs. Yeah. It's a fire hazard.
So you mean if a fire broke out, could you imagine running over that, getting caught up in that pile of mess?
Do you agree that they shouldn't be on the steps? So the security could have came over just on that fact alone.
Yeah, people are slipping, sliding down the steps, ladies.
Forget what they're doing. They could have went over and said, ladies, you cannot sit on the steps.
Let me tell you something. The world that we're in today, if somebody came to me with that complaint, and I was just having that night where I was like, man, tonight's a good night. There's no problems. I don't have to worry about nothing. And somebody came up to me and was like, oh, sir, there's 2 women going to town on the steps in the theater. You know what I would say to the guy? Sir, why don't you wait for the 9 o'clock show? Because I'm not getting up and going in and dealing with that right now. How do you deal with that?
You just tell them they got to get off the steps.
Ladies, can you please go somewhere else?
You could ignore what they're doing. You could just address the fact that you can't sit on the steps because, God forbid, everybody's got to vacate the theater. You're in the way.
Oh my God, you're going to slide all over the place.
Do you hear what I'm trying to say?
I hear what you're saying.
You don't care.
I love how you're looking at technicalities.
Well, that's how you have to look at things, because you can't say anything about what's going on or you're going to be called this or that. So you just got to do matter-of-fact stuff. Like, matter-of-factly, you cannot sit on steps in the theater. 2 people
basically having sex on the steps of the theater. Yeah. I don't know what world you're living in, but it's just not appropriate. And it's a comedy show, so I'm guessing it's an adult comedy show.
I'm just saying, if they want to be, like, super, like, you know, they don't want to offend anyone, they could just say, ladies, get off the steps.
What about the offense of having sex in front of a whole crowd of people?
I agree.
That's offensive.
I agree. I'm just saying, on their part, if they didn't want to, you don't even have to acknowledge what they're doing. The fact that they're on the steps is problem number 1.
I mean, I'd want to pull them aside and be like, what are you doing?
They're not going to listen to you. They're drunk and they're just going to start yelling at you and cursing.
I don't know.
You got to see the video. They're just yelling and cursing. People are pulling shirts. It's like a whole mess. So you just say, yo, you can't sit on the steps.
You know, I worked doors downtown and stuff. When we used to have people that were crazy like that. No, I didn't. I worked a few nights.
What?
Give me one. How do you know?
How many nights did you work?
I worked 3.
Okay. Well.
3 nights. So what? That was downtown, but I used to work the door at my local bar. And what I would do to people that were really like that, this is the way you handle those situations. My dad told me this. My dad worked the doors forever at places. He said, you got to like kind of shame them. So you got to kind of like, when they act like that, you're like, yo. Why are you acting like a child? What are you doing? And if you do that to a person, you pull them aside and do that, you cut them completely off from acting.
I understand, but this is like a loud situation. There's a lot of people.
Well, I mean, fists were thrown by then. But they should never have gotten to there.
No,
like you said,
as soon as the old man
came, yes.
He said they should just ignored what they were doing.
Yeah.
Because that's irrelevant, kind of. Just the main factor they could have got them out on is that they were on the steps. That's all I'm saying. But listen, guys, the funniest thing was, wait, where did I write this down? I forgot. The comedian was trying to like.
Everybody calm down.
The comedian was trying.
Calm down up there. Ladies, come to the front.
The comedian was trying to like make like light of the situation. He was yelling like housekeeping.
Yo, so the comedian knew what they were doing at that point?
No, once people started like fighting, he didn't know what was going on.
They started saying
but he just started yelling housekeeping.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the people were laughing. Yeah. He was trying to like make light of like what's happening. Yeah. He's like, and then he's like, it's never happened to me before. I never caused this much of a ruckus. He was trying to like make light of.
I'll tell you what,
situation.
MSC's got 2 major comedy night fights now.
Yes.
The
MSC
shoe
needs to get it together.
Yeah, they have the shoe now. This.
Yes.
Yo, do they have a comedy room?
What?
Or do they do their comedy in the main theater? Okay. Yeah.
And all you people on cruises, listen, you need to mind your manners. You know what to do and what not to do. Like, stop.
You should never act like that. That's crazy, man. What are you doing?
Like, grow up.
I mean, that person had to be over 21, right? They were had to be over 21.
Like,
come on,
stop.
Man. I mean, how do you not have respect for like old people and
you
stuff?
should have respect for yourself.
Yeah.
Now everyone's talking about you online. No.
Wow, I'm blown away. I'm crazy.
No.
Right?
Yes. I think it's nuts.
That is nuts. I can't believe that happened. God. I'm so like, and then this guy got punched, so he got hit with all this fluids. He got hit with Maddie got slapped in the face with all. He's like, it was such a wet slap. I don't know why. It was, I mean, did she wet her hands? They probably fish hooked him. You get them fingers in the mouth and fish hook him. Could you imagine that scene? Doing that to that guy? He's getting fish hooked, slapped in the face.
Imagine now you're...
Looked like Rocky Balboa when he got punched by Apollo in slow motion.
Listen, guys. Now imagine being in trouble when you get into port.
Because of wake up the next morning, the humiliation.
What sense does that make? Like, aren't you
What do you say to your mom? Like, Mom, all I was doing was kissing the girl on the steps. And this old man that got out of control.
There's other people there. They saw it.
He was acting a fool.
Okay?
Yeah, like, and it's like that your mom finds out what you really did. Oh,
Listen,
no.
aren't you embarrassed?
Maron.
That's all I gotta say. Embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed for them. Like, that lady that sprayed the thing in the lady's face, like, that was embarrassing because you sprayed something in somebody that worked there's face.
It's just embarrassing that people are even like saying that you did that.
And how about that guy that they were locking up and he's like, rough me up. First of all, he might have been my son
love
talking
that
like
video.
that. I feel like my son would come home drunk and say
Huh?
something like that.
No,
Like,
he wouldn't.
yeah, Jim, rough me up. Like, I could just see him, like, saying that. I don't know why. Like, and then I have to rough him up. Like, when he said that, rough
What
me
do you
up.
think he's like little Tommy who wants them to get him?
Yeah, get me. Well, Tom would do that.
Listen, my grandson, he does bad stuff because he wants my son to go get him.
Yeah. Poor Tom has to get up and go get him. Yo, but honestly,
crazy,
guys, like,
guys.
what's
Wow.
happening in the world today?
know what's
If that
happening.
happened the way we're
Listen,
hearing it, like,
everybody needs
you
Jesus.
And you need to get to church ASAP.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Yes.
Okay.
You need Jesus. Jesus, don't bring Jesus into that situation
No.
because I'm very uncomfortable with
Needs
that.
to take over.
Uh,
Guys, have a good night. We gotta get home. We gotta eat. We gotta go see Lily. Jim's gonna go watch this video because he hasn't even seen it yet.
Jim's gonna eat
We'll probably
something.
talk
Jim
about it
hasn't
again
eaten
tomorrow.
yet today.
Well, guys, have a good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Oh no, I had my bar at lunch. Sorry, guys, I did eat.
We had a little something. Good night, guys.
I can't wait to watch this.
I know, right?
Let's get it.